Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Terminator Juice, and welcome to the Juice is Loose number 18, entitled Bayonetta 2 Review Scores Equal Salty. We're going to talk about basically everything involving Bayonetta, from the reviews today to the demo and all that. I have a big group for the first time. Usually I only have 3 guests, so we're going to go through the intros as fast as possible. I'm going to start from right to left. We got Coupon.
Hi.
We have Games Rosa.
I am Milo the Man. Thank you very much. But yes, hey, how's it going?
We have Mr. Derek Steel Fox.
Good evening, everybody.
We have Bear Hugger.
What's going on, everyone?
ASAP Rel, what's up?
Hey, what's going on?
And Active Sin, aka Alex.
Hey everyone, let's get going.
Alright, yeah, we have a big group. I'm not used to this, so we'll try to get through it. Just real quick, you guys know I do the Mario Kart 8 tournament. Most of us here raced in it last week. I think everybody but Bear Hugger. I'm just going to do the top 10 real quick. We had Alex getting 10th place. This was no items for anyone that forgot. Wheels Pig got 9th. ASAP Rail got 8th. Mike got 7th. Andrew and I tied for 5th. Harden25 got 4th. Dre 3rd. TLH 14, aka Tessa, she got 2nd, and Grayson Young Gray got 1st. It was a fun tournament. We actually had 20 participants this week. I was worried with Smash coming out that I was hoping to get 10, and we actually got 20. So thanks to everyone. And just a shout out to Coupon. She must have raced one race. You got 20th place, 5 points. Way to go. Coming in late. And then Steel Fox got 14th, but he didn't race the whole time. So and he went out on a high note. He won a race and then backed out like a punk. So
Like a champion, undefeated.
Yep.
One and done.
I just wanted to say that this Wednesdays will be no items, but it'll be the last time I do no items on Wednesdays. I'm gonna make Saturdays a weekly tournament, and it's always gonna be no items. For those that like no items, all the people complaining about the balancing issues and stuff, every Saturday, probably 8 o'clock-ish Pacific, or Eastern time, I mean, I'm going to have a no items tournament on Saturdays until further notice. We'll see when Smash on Wii U comes out if people still want to play. So that's going to be it. And this week, Wednesday, is going to be no items as well. So, and then after that, it's going to be all items from that point on. So that's it for the tournament. Thanks everyone who joined, and I was glad to see the numbers didn't drop off significantly. So, but I mentioned Tessa got 2nd place earlier. She also is the winner of my Bayonetta 2 giveaway contest. And again, congratulations to her. It's getting close, like a week and a half or a little over a week and a half. I'll be sending that out. I'm going to need her address, so if you're watching this, send me a Skype message or something. I got to get your address yet to send that to you. So with Bayonetta, let's talk about it. So the demo came out, I think it was Thursday, by surprise. I just dropped it. So I'm going to give everybody a chance to give their brief impressions of the demo. And also, just let us know if you've played Bayonetta before. So we'll start with Alex first. Why don't you go ahead and give your impressions?
Sure. Yeah, it's incredible. Like, it's so smooth. I was kind of I wouldn't say worried, but I had the impression that it was going to have some sort of frame rate problems because of Digital Foundry. But then when you play it, it is so smooth, and there's a lot of combos. The game is like visually amazing, and it's just nonstop fun. I've been playing it I must have run through that demo at least 20, 30 times by now. So I've been having a blast with it.
What was your best medal?
I've only gotten triple gold, silver, platinum.
Yeah, that's it's pretty tough. So did you play? Did you play the original Bayonetta at all?
I do have the original, but it's so long ago, right? So it's kind of hard to remember.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna play through it again on the Wii U.
Okay, so you had previous experience, so
yeah.
But overall, you thought it was amazing.
Oh yeah, incredible.
That's cool. ASAP Rail, what's your impressions of the demo, and did you play Bayonetta 1?
Nah, I didn't play Bayonetta 1. I'm gonna play it. When we get the copy with our Bayonetta 2. But the game is good, man. It was I wasn't expecting it to be that good, and it was really fun. The highest I got was silver. We got this little competition going on right now, I guess. So I don't think I'm gonna top it, but it's fun, man. It's real good looking game, real good looking. I was really impressed with the way it looked.
Yeah, and you weren't just talking about Bayonetta, were you? You talking about the overall game?
I'm talking about yeah, the whole thing.
All right, Bear Hugger, what's your impressions of the demo, and have you played the first game?
Yeah, I played the first one back on when I had my 360 about 4 years ago, I think it was. I fell in love with that game. Then the demo dropped there last Thursday. Or no, not last Thursday. This Thursday, sorry. And Thursday just passed. My bad. Wow. Anyways, I've been playing it nonstop. I'm only down to like 3 tries now, I think, or something like that. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I cannot wait for the full retail release there coming out next Friday. And it's very colorful. It's stunning. And I do agree with what Alex was talking about in the sense that there wasn't a whole lot of frame rate drops at all. I didn't notice anything at all. It was buttery smooth the entire time. But the full game, that can be different, of course. But yeah, overall, amazing. Very, very colorful. Way more colorful than the original one was. And yeah, spectacular game. Absolutely unbelievably good. Love it.
All right, and did you get any golds, or were you stuck in silver?
My highest was all 3 golds.
Okay.
I haven't gotten any platinums yet. I'm still working on that.
All right, that's still pretty good. Now, Derek, I know you're not a huge into action games, but and give us your impressions, maybe your history of action games, just so we know where you're coming from.
Sure. I think I mentioned to you before that Smash is kind of my misnomer. It's the only real action or fighting game that I ever have enjoyed. Now, that said, going into this, I'm all 100% hype and support because of the way Platinum's doing it. You know, we'll definitely cover more of that later. But I was pleased to know that, being as inexperienced as I was with this genre, I could go in there and just do combo after combo, all sorts of things. You know, the highest I could get was silver. I know I'm not great at it, but I felt like I was doing really good just because I kept doing different moves. They were fun to watch. I could just pick up and play if I wanted to. I didn't need to be good enough to go into this huge, in-depth combo set. I'm sure I could build up to that, but it was great that I could just pick up and play.
Yeah, that's. It seems like there's a lot of depth there. You could just scratch the surface and play the game without getting into it too much, but it seems like there's a lot of depth to be had later on, especially with the other weapons and stuff you can unlock. So that's cool. Games, what was your impressions of the demo, and have you played the first one before?
Yes, I have played the first one before, and you know, and I'm just gonna say I played the horrible version, which was the PS3 version. So yeah, you can expect a lot of like, yes, this is such an improvement. I like it. It's colorful than the original. That's what I hated about the original. It was so dull and boring. But this one is colorful. I love that she has short hair. That's how my own personal taste. But I like the game in general. It rooms in a nice, good, sexy frames per second. And it's just really nice overall. It's nice and actiony, just like you would expect from you know, Bayonetta, but even better. So you know, the full game basically comes out next week. I can't wait. You know, it's almost here. Like, so yeah.
Cool. And Coupon, I wanted to point this out too. This is the first time I've had a female guest on my show, so I wanted to thank you for joining me and giving us your perspective as a female gamer. Bayonetta 2, or Bayonetta as a whole, is definitely a strong female character. So, what's your thoughts on the demo, and had you played the previous game?
I have not played the previous game, so this will be my first time going in, and I'm so happy that Nintendo is adding the first one, so that's awesome. As far as the gameplay, like everybody said, it is buttery smooth, quick, the movements are awesome, it's colorful, and I love a strong female character. She does not offend me, so I mean, it's gorgeous. The music sounds wonderful as well. I've been listening to some of the soundtracks, so it's really good. And this is just the demo, so I'm looking forward to the actual game. So yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up because I wanted to mention the music. I know Rel, he wasn't as big of a fan as that that catchy little tune and that plays throughout. I was hooked on it right away. I thought it was really cool.
What?
So
I love that song.
Sorry.
I got 3 categories real quick. Probably should have had us do this as we went through the first time, but as far as controls, visuals, and music, I want you to give it a grade, a ABC, grade for each category. I guess you could do pluses pluses and minuses. So we'll go in reverse. Coupon, why don't you give a grading for just the demo so far, the controls, the visuals, and the music, each individual grades.
With the controls, I use both touchscreen, the touchpad and regular. So touchpad, A+. I mean, it's easy to use. With the classic control, A+. I mean, I had no problems with it. I just suck at combos. The music, the music, beautiful. I love it. So A+ there, and I give it an A+ all across. I mean, I have not had so much fun with just a demo alone. So
You only like it because it's exclusive to the Wii U. Let's be honest.
Of course I do.
No, that's not
Fangirl.
Fangirl.
All right. Games do you have? Is yours different or the same as her rating, her grades?
I would say it is really good because I'm just gonna say it's just better. I would give it an A minus because of the fact of it is just better than the first one, and I played the PS3 version. Just saying, that was the worst thing I've ever experienced.
Controls wise, what do you think for the controls?
Controls. Hopefully in the full version we will be able to switch them because I kind of am used to the way because the thing is in like Hyrule Warriors you got like Y and X. Here you got like all these other ones, and I'm gonna have to switch it to like the Smash controls. So, but in order controls, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's definitely perfect. You don't just press one button. It's more, than just doing one thing. But yes, control definitely.
All right. How'd you feel about the music? Because I know you commented.
Dude, the music is amazing. I love it. It matches. The music just matches with her because the thing is she's just basically a girl having fun, and it really if you listen to the lyrics, it's talking about how she's basically not afraid or something, and it just matches. So I really like the music, especially Moon River. Definitely love Moon River.
All right. Is that what's the name of the song that plays throughout the beginning? Does anybody know the title?
You mean the one like in the demo or the?
Yeah, the beginning music.
The demo.
That like pop song. It's like
I think
Tomorrow is Mine.
Tomorrow is Mine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Derek, go over controls, visuals, and music. What would you give the grade of each category?
I would give the controls an A or an A+ if we're going in that way, because, like I said, I was able to pick it up and control it no problem. Visuals, I always feel like are a tricky category. If we grade it just on what the Wii U and other Nintendo games have been putting out, I would give it an A because there's a lot going on. It doesn't slow down. It looks great. So I would give it an A there for the platform for sure. And the music, I really don't pay a lot of attention to it. Unfortunately, but the fact that I didn't notice that it sounded bad must mean that it's pretty good. So it just, maybe it naturally just rolled with it.
Okay, Bear Hugger, how do you feel about those 3 categories?
Well, okay, for controls, first off, I'll give that an A+. I never got around to trying the actual touch controls. I have to give that a shot, but I do like the how there is other options, or there will be other options when the full game comes out. Visually, that's definitely an A+ as well, because I mean, to manage that everything's so much going on the screen at once. Plus, even the little small details, you know what I mean, with everything like at the very beginning when you're flying around on that jet. If you pay attention to some of the details, it's actually really, really nice. And the music, I'm going to take one notch higher above it. I'm giving that an S+. Because the music is just stellar. I mean, that boss music that plays when you're fighting that big dragon dude there at the end of the demo, that song is so epic. I mean, I even went as far as to find the actual demo rip of the music, and I found it. Been listening to it ever since the demo came out. I'm obsessed with that soundtrack right now. I absolutely love it.
Well, that's good. Rel, don't be afraid to be different here. If you don't.
And also for the record, I'm trying to learn the lyrics to "Tomorrow Is Mine," but whatever, that's just me. Okay. Anyways, moving on.
All right, Rel. Be honest now.
Visuals, I give it an A. Because like what Alex was saying with the digital foundry, you was expecting it to, you notice frame drops and stuff like that. And then the controls, of course, is an A too. But music, I'm gonna give it a C. Cause look, check it out. All right, when you're practicing your combos, if I'm not mistaken, there's some music going on. Mm-hmm. That's the music I didn't like. But see, when I was playing the rest of the game, I really wasn't paying attention to the music. So I'll give it a C just because I didn't like that part. And I'm sorry, guys, if I hurt any feelings. Sorry, I'm still getting the game. Okay, I'm still getting it.
I forgive you,
You'll
baby.
be singing that song. You'll be singing that song.
You know, it's not like I'm gonna hunt you down or anything.
All right, Alex, why don't you go over your grades for Control?
So, controls, simply based on the amount of options that you have. The gamepad works fine. Pro controller works fine. Then you have the touch controls. You're hard pressed not to give it A+ because everything just works so well. Visuals. If you compare it to the original game, it's quite a bit better because again the colors make the game pop and there's a lot of stuff in the background, so you get visually distracted. That's always a plus. So I'll go A+ on that. And I like the main song. I haven't heard any of the other songs, but the song from the demo, I really like it. So I got that on my music player on my phone now. So that's A+ as well.
Damn, we're all fanboys.
Yeah, we've all been, exposed.
Hey, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed to, come out and state the obvious, but whatever.
So I basically have the whole soundtrack.
Hey, when they come out with that 5-disc one, I'm buying that day one, so whatever.
All right, so I'm going to give my grading real quick. Controls, I want to go a little bit further. I mean, it's an A+, but it's not just because the options, it's because everything responds so quickly and so accurately. I just felt like I had no problems controlling the character from the back flips with the dodge, the animations, everything built. There's like no delay in the controls. They just felt perfect. I never did anything where I felt, oh shit, I hit the button and it didn't work. Like everything seemed to work perfectly, and it's just one of the best feeling like controls I've in an action game for sure. Third person game definitely. Like I've never experienced such excellent controls before, and I didn't play the first Bayonetta, so maybe they're not. Maybe they're equal to what they were before, but just felt great. The visuals, the character designs looked amazing. The unique style they had with the angels were like horses with like no heads and spears. I mean, just from that aspect, amazing. The character designs of Bayonetta, well done. Everything just flows and worked together. Like it's like a, what do they call it? The aesthetic. It all worked together. It wasn't like something just stood out to be like super bright and colorful just to try to get your attention. Everything flowed well together. Everything looked like, coming from an art background, everything just went well together, and I think it was just a total, the total art design and everything works with the visuals, the 60 frames per second. Everything just worked awesome together, and that helps the control, to know what's going on with all that chaos is an amazing feat that they pulled off, so you can easily tell what's going on, plus all the stuff happening. It's just amazing. So I'll give the visuals an A, though. I think without seeing the full game, maybe there's parts I won't like. I don't know, but it's definitely an A+ at this point. And the music, I think it was it Bear Hugger, whoever said the part with the dragon at the end, that was epic. Me. Yeah, that epic, like, I mean, Hollywood movies could use to like improve their sound to get music that quality in some of these movies. I mean, it's just amazing that how this game has just so polished, and every aspect of it seems just meticulously well done. I don't even know how. I'm lost. At a loss for words. Like, it's just, I can't believe how well that this game worked in the demo. Hopefully the whole game is this good, because they really set the bar high with the demo. And usually demos suck or don't give you,
Yeah, like Wonderful 101, same company.
Yes.
The demo was terrible.
Yep,
Yeah,
the game was a masterpiece.
Yeah, the demo
game turned out amazing. Yeah.
So we've been spoiled with some good demos lately with Smash, and now Bayonetta. So I'm excited, and I don't want to sound too much like a fanboy, but I had a little bit of reservations.
We should be allowed to gloat when we have good content coming.
I know, it's like, but honestly, I had some reservations not having played Bayonetta 1. It looked fun. The gameplay looked great. Everything I've seen looked amazing. But to actually feel it in my hands, like, and control it, and it be as good as I was seeing on screen was really gratifying, and it made me feel like I wasn't going to be disappointed. So, because I've been saying this has been my most anticipated game of 2014 for a long time, based on what I was seeing, and to actually, experience it. I'm pretty. I can't think of a game recently where I was more excited. Other than, once this game comes out, the next game, Smash, will probably be just as excited for. But it's been a long time since I've been this excited before a game came out. I think probably 3D World or Mario Kart. There's just been so many good games. But let's kind of talk about the review scores now. And I know it's been pretty active on Google Plus today with the reviews hitting. I think the first one was IGN early this morning, and they kind of been flooding in all day. And so I guess, what are you guys' feelings on the review scores? Does it mean a lot to you after playing the demo? Did a review actually have any impact on you getting the game or not? So I'm just gonna go random here. We'll start with Mega Gamerman, Games Rosa. First of all, do review scores mean much to you? And if so or if not, just go on from there.
Review scores mean nothing to me.
Okay.
It's like, in order to enjoy a game, you must play it first. You can't just go by, what you see most of the time. And it's just like, especially with games that are good, that people miss out because these people that review it give it, such low scores, and the people are just like, hey, the guy said no, so I'm gonna say no, because people put their own opinions, like they replace their opinions with these people that reviewed it. That's just a problem. And reviews are just such a minority now these days, because now they have it where you can try out the game anywhere, because now we have a demo basically out, right? And that's what we need actually more of, so that way reviews can actually stop, going,
Bias.
like bias, basically, yes. And that way, everybody could actually give the game a chance, because every single time there's always like, now the thing is it's cool to see, good scores for games that you like, yes, but the thing is, they should not matter. They should not matter at all, because if you make them matter, then something's wrong with you. If you make that as like your opinion, if you take their opinion and take it as yours, something's wrong with you. That's basically it.
Okay. So, with that being said, how do you feel about people getting mad about a game getting a good review or getting a bad review? Obviously you probably have a strong opinion on that as well.
Hey, well, just like Bayonetta says, go flock off, man. Because for real, it's just like, you should not be going by that. It doesn't matter if your game gets a low score, but the thing is, you're going to enjoy it. You know that you are going to enjoy it. Why do you care? Why do you care? You should not care about what these people say at all, even if it's good or bad. So just go and play. Just go play your game. Have fun. That's basically how it is.
Just like Zombie U and what was the other one?
Amen.
Hyrule Warriors got like a low 7s, and I think that's one of the better games I played this year as far as fun factor.
Yep.
So let's just talk about some of the hater responses though to these high review scores, and I'm gonna start with, I want Coupon to start this off. She had a great post.
I don't know where I put it.
That's fine, but let's just, off the top of your head, when this game was, announced back when it was being exclusive, everyone was kind of mad because it wasn't going to be on the system they were getting, and then it was, they were still hopeful, but then Nintendo came out and said, it's not going to happen and all this, and Platinum Games has been telling people to shut up about it. So the review scores come out, and GameSpot gave it a 10, Edge gave it a 10, IGN 9.5, and reviews aren't the end all. You still might not enjoy this game because even if it got a 10, like Grand Theft Auto 5, not a great game in my opinion, got 10s all
I
over.
agree with you on that.
But what, off the top of your head, what were you seeing from some of these people because this game got a 10 that stood out to you off the top of your head? I have a few written down, but I want to see if any.
Some of them from the Pretendo side, well, this is a third-party game, I'm not getting it. From another side, well, I'll just wait until the definitive, edition comes and it'll be on our platform soon. Just a lot of people in denial. Because it's a Wii U game, I'm not getting it, or I'm not buying a Wii U for just one game. All kinds of excuses under the sun. And oh well, Bayonetta 1 got a 10 as well. So what did you expect? And stuff like that. So it's just nothing new, nothing original.
And
bad for no reason.
If anyone here have read any comments or anything that they thought were ridiculous, want to chime in, I'll open it up. Bear Hugger, was that you hinting?
That was just me clearing my throat. But I will say this, though. I even went as far, and I saw somebody on GameSpot's review actually post in the comment section how they were so butthurt that they were pissed off that GameSpot gave Bayonetta 2 a perfect 10, but only gave The Last of Us an 8. So he went on a ramble about that, and I was just like, oh, God, this salt is so salty. I love it. I love seeing people get so butthurt when it comes to a specific game that they want to bomb. Oh, I mean, bombing and sale-wise, that's a whole entire different story. But as far as like reviews go, we're talking about reviews here for a second. And I always see people like get so defensive. You know what I mean? Like everybody got defensive when sites were giving Destiny bad reviews and everything else like that. Now it's the same thing. So to me, I look at it as more of like a mind game. That's all it really is. But I'm with Rosa on the fact that I don't give a crap about reviews at all. Period. It's nice to see the game is getting a lot of praise from these journalist sites, especially when it comes to GameSpot. I mean, after them giving, a 6 to Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, and then this beast comes out and gives it a 10, and I was like, wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that. But no, I don't care for reviews. I never buy games based on reviews. I buy games with my gut instinct, because if I did go based on reviews, there would have been a lot more games in the past that I would have just shrugged to the side and say, nope. But I'm glad I'm not like that. I like to have my mind opened up more for when I play games. But all the people who are complaining about the actual game and reviews and saying, oh, it's going to come to the better platforms, blah, 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 yeah, no. That's all I'm going to say with that. No, people can dream all as much as they want. It's never going to happen. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, Nintendo funded it, I guess.
Yeah. It's different though. Like when Nintendo helps publish a game without funding it. I can always there has been games in the past that have like No More Heroes, that kind of stuff. Well, actually no, that was Ubisoft publishing. But there has been games before in the past that came out on the Wii that eventually got out to PS3 and 360. Specific games that Nintendo did publish, but they never funded it. So that was easier for them to just say whatever. But this game here is a funded that came out of that money came out of their hard-earned pocket. So this game, it ain't going anywhere.
No, unless some Sony or Microsoft wanted to try to cut a deal with Nintendo, I just don't see it happening.
I can see Microsoft doing that, but I'm sure Platinum Games would be like, no.
All right, so Alex, let me throw something at you that I read on IGN. It was the forget which video. It showed off a lot of the Nintendo costumes.
Okay.
And somebody was saying that Bayonetta or Nintendo is Nintendoing up the Bayonetta series to make it kiddie. What's your reaction to that?
All I can say is if you can look at Bayonetta in Peach costume and tell me that's kiddie, man, you got a fucked up childhood. I don't know what to say because it looks ridiculous. They were trying to hold back, and Nintendo's like, you know what? No, make her Bayonetta. Then just make it Bayonetta style. So they didn't hold them back in any way. They actually wanted them to go all out.
And it wasn't even Nintendo's idea. If they actually watched that video, one of the character designers threw her in a Fox costume.
Yeah.
And they liked it, so they sent it to Nintendo, and they actually approved it. So.
I think that costume.
I can't believe somebody actually said that. That is the most absurd thing ever. Yet after seeing a picture of, her wearing that outfit, and some guy took a screenshot from the Japanese version of her bending over. You can see her thong and cheeks and everything. Man, I was like, oh yeah, that's real kitty. Real kitty. Good job. Yep.
That's just the extent people will go to
They're
try to.
so upset.
I mean, it's obviously there's some jealousy. There's just some real issues with some people.
They're-
Um,
New
Let me
Zealand's
see.
default.
It's a very simple solution. Get up, go buy a Wii U, and play.
Or
Yeah, that's
shut up about it.
yeah. Why, if you don't care about the game, then why are you watching?
Exactly.
Why is there 10,000?
They like seeing controversy coming out of Nintendo. They want this game to flop, so they got something to bitch about and rant on YouTube and post forums and everything else like that. So I mean, that's the only fear that I have is the sales not doing too well. Not because of the fact I don't want it to do well. Obviously I do, but it's the fact that I just don't want to have to hear everywhere I go, like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want to call all the media sites, just like, hey, you guys suck. You guys didn't buy your game. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to hear that. I really
Yeah,
don't.
that's and with Japan sales, it's it's already starting. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Derek because you don't really. I mean, you play games, but you don't follow all this BS like a lot of us. I mean, I gotta say, I'm on Google Plus every 20 minutes at work. Like, I'm checking stuff constantly. So from somebody who's not as into that aspect of this, you just like to enjoy the games and that side of it. What do you think of people getting upset about a game getting a good score? I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, just like everyone here has covered, it's silly that anyone wastes time really worrying about review scores enough to get upset whether a score is high or low. Those review scores can be used as kind of a basis if you know nothing about the game. But to get upset or angry, I mean, if you disagree, you disagree. Whether they're paid off, whether their opinion is just different than yours, it's just a waste of energy to get upset over that sort of thing. I really enjoy the game. I think it's funny that people say things like, I'm not going to buy a Wii U for one game, but they've been saying that for like a year and a half since 3D World came out. You're not getting it for just one game now. There's a lot of one games out there now. And that's more to come. It's silly. This is just another game, and a game that's very not fitting for those that like
more M-rated games, man.
Yeah, exactly. If that's your only argument, boom, problem right there. And it's a quality game at that too. It's not just it's not just selling specs. It's a good game that you can pick up and enjoy.
Yeah, that's.
How can people even fault it for that? That's astounding.
I honestly, I want everybody here to speak up. We got an echo going on. I don't know who's that's coming from, but everyone speak up. Is that me? No, that's not me. Who's got the echo?
Not me. I just muted myself, and I still heard it after I muted myself.
I
I don't hear it anymore, though.
Everyone else is muted. So okay. All right, it's gone. Speak up as soon as I finish asking this. How many of you have gone to let's say you had whatever system you had, a game came out on another system that you didn't own, got a good review? How many of you have gone to that review and left a nasty comment?
Not once. Not once. Why would I?
I know that's the
I'm
question.
not childish like some of those man cave bear people are in on the other consoles. So I don't see any purpose. I mean, if I can't play it, whoop-dee-doo, moving on. It's not the end of the world. So whatever.
Personally, I just get the game system. I'm going to get one so I can play Sunset Overdrive. Problem solved.
Exactly. I'm doing the same thing too as well next year, hopefully for my Xbox One. So if I can't play, whatever you want to call it right now, whatever.
When I saw last,
the game won't be out later. Like, the game is going to disappear. It'll still be there.
Yeah.
You don't have to pre-order it.
I want to play it now. No.
But it's almost like I don't know what it is. Like last gen, when I saw Metal Gear Solid 4 got 10s and rave reviews, and then GTA 4 got rave review PS3 to play Metal Gear Solid 4, and then I ended up playing Grand Theft Auto 4. Which wasn't as good as people said, but when I saw a game that had awesome reviews on a system I didn't own, I went out and bought that system eventually. So I don't understand Rel.
How that works?
I know, but I want to go to Rel because he had all three systems and he just traded in his PS4 for a bunch of Wii U and 3DS games.
That's a sin, man.
No, I ain't a sin, dude.
Didn't you know that Sony's for the gamer?
No, you know what I want to call it, Juice.
I like what
That's
is
black.
Shit station is what I want to call it.
Yo,
But it wasn't worth it, man. I kind of wanted to try to get everything. I'm actually the fault at that one because I had my brother hyped up. I'm never a big Sony guy, and I was kind of hyped up on the console for whatever reason, and it's gone now. And I got all my Wii U games paid off, and extra money for my new 3DS.
Oh wow, damn! How much did you get for that big bad boy?
Because I took in that the Kinect, because I'm not using that, and I took in Ghost because I think that is by far the worst Call of Duty I've ever played, and I got like 325 or something like that.
Not bad, not bad.
I was okay with it.
You're just glad it was gone. So,
Yeah, man.
what do you think? Let's try to look at this from out of video gaming and just say why do you think these people are getting upset about another game? Is it jealousy? Do you think there's anything?
The only logical reason would be jealousy.
The only thing that makes the most sense to me, because in their eyes they're pissed off that they're getting a game that they can't play on their system. It's the same thing too as well. I mean, you already saw people make petitions for Sunset Overdrive to try to get on the PS4, and it's insane. Like what gaming has turned itself into, man. It's like I was telling Coupon a while back, and everybody else, like Alex and Rosa, I was like, gaming now is starting to turn into that concept of like we're dwindling back into the caveman days, man. Like it's gotten so retarded nowadays. It's disgusting. There's even times when I have to sit there and scratch my head. It's like, why am I even doing this, man? When I'm stuck in a world full of idiots.
It is very frustrating, sometimes entertaining. To read some of these comments. I mean, some of them are so stupid. I seen on IGN a guy. He just basically said he saw the Bayonetta 2 review and he was just like, whatever, Nintendo games are for kids and they're bad. And people are like, you're retarded. And
that sound.
They're for kids and they're bad.
and it was like terrible English. So everyone's calling him out and he's like, what? I have a different opinion than you and you're gonna get mad? I'm like, and my response was, ignorance is not an opinion. I said, just because you say something incorrect and you state it as facts, that doesn't make it an opinion. Then they're not for kids. They're for everyone. I didn't go explain all this. And they're just factually proven to be good games based on reviews, games of the year, game of the generation, Mario Galaxy. They're not bad. Anyone who knows anything about gaming knows Nintendo at least. They're always quality games, whether you like them, the genre or the style. They're always quality. They always put like everything into their games. They're always, they just come out and they're just well-made games. You can't argue that. But it's just like some people tried to agree with them, and it's just stupid. And I don't know what to say. I wish I didn't even get hooked on some of the stuff and didn't fall for it, but it's just hard not to. Derek, what was that? You linked an article earlier today. Do you remember? I'm drawing a blank on what the big thing was. It was an anti.
It was that Nintendo, I guess, maxed out the Wii U's power.
Oh, that's what it was.
Geek.com. Geek.com wrote that. Yeah. I saw that earlier today. The first line that I read, I was like, no, I'm done.
Did you make it to the part where it said that Nintendo games are generally for kids and use simplistic soundtracks?
Yeah, because Mario Kart 8 doesn't have an actual orchestra playing in the background.
Right.
That guy deserves a golf clap.
So, Games, you haven't spoken up in a while. What do you have a reaction to that stupidity? And this was an actual article on what would you say, Geek.com?
Geek.com.
Oh, this is good, isn't it? This is good.
Let me tell you the best comment, though. There was a guy who wrote down below, he said, I stopped reading after simplistic soundtrack, and I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, the fact that he sits there and he says he has the balls to sit there and say simplistic soundtrack, given the fact that we have those little chimes and tunes that have been with us since frickin' day one, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, simplistic. Good job. Golf clap for you. Golf clap
orchestra.
For you. Go ahead, Games.
I'm sorry. I don't know. These guys must have been high or something. I honestly believe that.
No, they did some
Because they probably did that. That could have been. But it's like you're gonna tell me, okay, that all the music for Zelda, for Mario Kart, basically for even Mario 3D World, basically all the games that they've been coming out with, you're gonna tell me that those are, what was the word again?
Simplistic.
Simplistic? Like really? So I just want to tell you, I just want to touch on something. So just because it doesn't have a gun, it doesn't have blood, gore, or swearing in it, it's automatically a kiddie game, and it doesn't have a good soundtrack. But games like let's see, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, those games get appraised like crazy.
Little Big
right?
Planet.
And they're not kiddie games. Oh, Little Big Planet, that is totally not a kiddie
3D
game.
Dot Hero.
No. Dude, you're listing mature, all right? You're listing mature titles. Calm down. But
3D Dot Hero is not a mature title.
I know, I'm just kidding. But it's just but it's just for real. This is just showing the stupidity that these people have and how much damage control they're trying to put out, because they know Nintendo's doing a really good job so far with all their stuff. No, there's not going to be one.
No, talking about me.
Oh, you? All right. But it's just really sad. I can't believe this. I really can't believe you're gonna. God dang it! All right, just go with somebody else. I want to just strangle these people. All right.
Yeah, I just don't understand the mentality of these.
I know it's a clickbait. It was a clickbait title, but I just expected once you said that, like the person said that article lost all credibility. Like there's nothing more valuable.
Apparently, it's just like I'm sorry to cut you off.
That's it.
Apparently, this guy has never played a Nintendo game whatsoever.
That's
because
what.
This literally just proves it. Because you're gonna tell me that they show live orchestrated soundtracks that they show that they're making for the game. They're showing
Mario Galaxy rings a bell.
Mario Galaxy, 3D World. They even showed Mario Kart 8 before it even launched. They even showed it in the Direct. And you're gonna tell me, oh no, that's all made by computer. They were lying. Are you freaking kidding me?
But still, even if it was made by a computer, it's a
well done
piece of music.
Soundtrack. It's well done. It's not. Apparently, they like Battlefield music where it's. They like that, right? They love fart noises. Okay,
or maybe they just want generic heavy metal or something.
Oh my God! All right then. All right, let's see. If you want generic heavy metal, play Brutal Legend, please.
Yep.
Play Brutal Legend.
Or Trials Evolution had some.
Trials Evolution too. Yeah.
All right, so that there was another point they made in that article, which I'm having trouble remembering. He did say that they're known for their challenging gameplay, which was the only positive thing that was said.
Wow.
I don't want to support crap like that and get people to go click on it, but the other thing he said was that that Bayonetta 2 suffers from the exact same visual problems that Hyrule Warriors does.
Yeah, no.
I don't know where that comes from. I don't know if that's didn't specify.
One moment.
So you're gonna tell me, okay? Because we know how it is, right? The resolution drops at.
All right, now I feel better.
At somewhat for when you play multiplayer, right?
Yeah,
it looks horrible. You're gonna tell me that looks like Bayonetta 2? You kidding me, right? You're gonna tell me that the shininess of that hair is compared to the kind of graphics in that game? You kidding me, right? I remember when they were talking about this game, right? When they were first coming up and developing it, they said, "I want to make this leather." Like, it was that one guy. I want to make this leather look like real leather. Guess what? It does. I'm going to be honest. It does. When you play it, it does. Hyrule Warriors, it's decent. It's got a good enough graphics update. But the thing is, sorry, but that doesn't compare to what Bayonetta 2 looks like at all. No, Bayonetta 2, when you put that on your TV, it is clear as day. Clear. Crystal 1080p clear. I don't care if it was native 720. Mine is set to 1080. That is crystal clear when I see it. Okay? It's just honestly, when you see these people, it's just like this stuff really just pisses me off.
Oh yeah, they're just blatantly lying.
Yeah, I know. I just hate this because you got those people that can't choose for themselves, right? And they take this as true fact. You know, that's what pisses me off. And then they're gonna tell me, no, this is what, no, this is like, it's like saying, no, 2 + 2 is 4. No, they said 2 + 2 is 5. What's wrong with you? That's basically how it is.
I do want to say, talking about Hyrule Warriors and visuals, there was an actual legitimate review site, which I won't give credit because I don't want anyone to go to this site anymore, out of the UK. They said that Hyrule Warriors visuals were PS2 era. And he meant
Oh, no.
So now Bayonetta 2, if Bayonetta 2 is equal to Hyrule Warriors.
That's a joke site.
I got them out of my favorites after that crap. So
With them having no prior knowledge of the previous installments, they don't understand that the most focus that Omega Force does is on the character designs, not the actual environments itself. But whatever.
It's a pretty good looking game. No one's here saying it looks amazing, and it had what, a 1.5-year development cycle for what?
For what it is, it looks good. It's not amazing. Like Bayonetta 2 visually blows it away.
Yeah, it's a budget title, so yeah, that's the thing, and that's that mindset that a lot of journalists have. Is like everything's AAA, and that, and the biggest thing is that Bayonetta 2 is not even a AAA title.
But
it's a middleware
it feels
title.
like it.
Yeah, it feels exactly. Bayonetta 2 is a prime example of a game that not everyone has to develop a AAA title in order to make a stellar product, and that's what a lot of third-party developers need to understand. Platinum Games, they make middle to budget titles. Look at Mad World on the Wii. That was a budget title, and then throughout the entire lifetime, it sold 700,000 units. So there you go. They made money back on that eventually. Bayonetta 2 is going to get the same kind of treatment. It probably, hopefully, sells extremely well within the first week. Then it'll slow down for a while, and it's going to keep selling constantly throughout the entire generation.
I have something real quick.
Yeah.
My thing is, I'm not even, I wasn't a fan to begin with this thing. I came into this, blind, not knowing who Bayonetta was or anything. And for all these fans out here who, fans of Bayonetta who are turning their back on this franchise because now it is one, were you ever really a fan? I mean, this is what you said was the game of the year for you when it came out back then. And now you turn your back on it simply because it's on a different console. Ignore the console. Go get the Wii U. Go get the game. Enjoy it. It's a beautiful game. Fluid. I mean, I don't understand these people. Well, I used to be a fan of Bayonetta, but I'm not going to be one anymore because it's on a Wii U console. That's what I've heard, literally. And I don't understand that.
Like that's the other.
A lot of people saying that.
That's the other side of it. Yeah, it's the people that were Bayonetta fans that are now not going to support this game, and all of a sudden they're anti. And
I'm listening because I support the game.
Yeah. I wish I had that moment like in Jane Silent Bob. I can go around to people's doorsteps. I'm like, are you the person that said this? Smack! Like, seriously, people cannot be this freaking stupid. But hey, let them be. If they want to sit there and cry and whatever you want to call it, I have no problem.
At the end of the day, the only one that misses out is them.
Yeah.
What was that, Alex?
So at the end of the day, like, they can complain all they want. It's just that they're the ones that are missing out at the end.
Exactly.
It's like, I'd rather have all 3 consoles just to enjoy what they all have than just having one and like being stuck with what they get,
Yeah.
Just because another game is on another platform. Now, I understand. If you don't got money, that's fine. I fully understand. You got bills to pay. That's fine. But when you go like to the path of, oh, the game's on a different console. It's on a Wii poo. Ugh, disgusting.
Wii U.
The Wii U. That's my
or
favorite
Wii
one.
U. It's on a Wii U. Oh, heck no. I give up on that theory. Like, no.
It's embarrassing.
If you are truly with that series, and I'm going to tell you a story, okay? I have this PS4. The reason I have it is because of 2 titles. Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts.
I get you.
Wait, did I just hear that right, Terminator? Did you just say Kingdom Farts?
Kingdom Farts 3.
Oh,
No!
you see, Rosa and Cooper, and I wasn't the only one making fun of that yesterday.
We'll talk about this later. But it's like that's the only reason I got this system. I did get it for Infamous, but that turned out bad. But it's like, that's the reason why I got the console, because of what the games were on it, or that are about to come. Wii U, I got it because I know what I'm gonna expect. I'm gonna expect Smash Brothers, Zelda, probably. Pokemon Snap, even though,
Well, I hope so.
but something, I'm gonna expect what Nintendo is going to give me. Xbox, Halo, whatever. You know what to expect from Halo. So
I can't wait for Halo.
All right.
Halo's definitely gonna be a beast, man. That's how you do a proper collection, man, with Halo.
Absolutely. Not
So
reselling
really-
The Last of Us again for $60.
Let's stay on topic.
So really, at the end of the day, it should matter about the game, not about the console it's on. It should just be a matter about the game and what it offers.
Yeah,
That's what it should be about.
Yep, 100%.
That's,
That is a freaking fact.
glad you brought that up because Derek, I know you're a big role-playing game guy. Didn't you switch to PlayStation just because all the role-playing games switched for a while there?
Oh yeah, well that's why I jumped over to the PS1. Now, I still got the GameCube and the 64 and the Wii and all those too. But yeah, that's what initially made me buy the PS1 and the PS2, PS3. I was disappointed with the PS3 a little bit with the way Final Fantasies went, but yeah, that PS1.
I agree with you on that.
That was the move.
Yeah, you didn't get mad because, you might have been upset you had to get another system, but it's not like you were angry. You just went and got the system you needed to do to play those games. And that's
For the moment, a friend of mine at school was just like, "Hey, I played the Final Fantasy VII demo," and I was like, "Oh, that's where it went." And then I went and bought a PS1, and that was.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. People always use that, I don't have the money for it. I'm like, okay, then 2 days later they go out and they buy like a $600 freaking iBed.
Exactly. they're like,
okay, all right, whatever.
There's
You didn't have the
many
money
people
for
out there.
$300 or whatever. You can,
Well, people
you can
don't
buy
seem to
used.
there's many people out there.
Yeah, you can
everybody
get it
knows
or
something
whatever.
like that.
Yeah, hell, you could buy a refurbished one off the Wii U or off the Nintendo shop store, whatever you want to call it, $200.
$200, yeah.
$200.
The thing is, it's like this. I see so many people out there. They like, I got a PS4, I got an Xbox One. I can't afford a Wii U right now. I'm sorry, I can't afford a Wii
No
U.
kidding. You bought 2 consoles with the same games.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, God, dude.
that's true.
Oh, man. Those same
Well,
people
that's
that
like
spend
not
like
being,
$70 a day on freaking energy drinks.
Wow.
Yeah. One of them's freaking online services is always down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand what people are paying for that for.
So I got a few comments there. I opened the Q&A app. I didn't realize there's a pretty funny one from Tony Coran. He wants to know if ASAP is working for Polygon. He says, "How dare you give Bayonetta 2 a C for the soundtrack?"
I didn't like it, man. I'm still getting the game. All right. Damn.
It's just one song. It's just one song. I'm sure there's others you'll like.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, man.
So it's just really sad. It's pathetic, and
It is.
I know we probably sound like a bunch of fanboys. And like Coupon said, I knew about Bayonetta before the sequel was announced, but I was busy playing Call of Duty. I was caught in that stupid. I got caught up in that with Modern Warfare 2 and Black
I've
Ops.
done that.
And then I got back in with the Wii with the Galaxy games and Skyward Sword, so I completely missed Bayonetta. And I'm gonna acknowledge the fact that I didn't really know anything about the game until E3 last year when Nintendo showed the gameplay, and it had the demo. Basically, the demo we have now was at E3 in 2013, and I'm not ashamed to admit I didn't know about the series. And I know there's some people who say you have no right to be excited for the sequel if you never played the original. You're only excited because it's
That's
maybe
crazy.
a Wii U exclusive, and I'm like, well, it's some truth to that. But if I saw a gameplay that looked like absolute trash, like when I saw Fatal Frame being played, the new Fatal Frame, and it's just cutscene after cutscene, I immediately wasn't excited for that game anymore. and I judged it off the gameplay I saw. So it's not like we just made it up because it's a Wii U exclusive.
The thing is, too, as well, though, Tim, they can't even use that excuse anymore about the fact that you never played the first game. Because it comes with the first game now, so you have the ability to play it and experience
now I can play the
its full,
first one.
glorious, beauty.
And it's like 2 games for the price of 1. I don't know in Canada if it's the same, but
No, yeah, it's the same in North America. Yeah, it's not like that though anywhere else though.
Sorry
Except
for
for
you
guys
guys
limited
at Europe.
edition.
Yeah,
Sorry for
Europe
you guys
really
at
got
Europe.
screwed over with that.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
they
But
gotta pay a little bit extra to get the special edition.
well, yeah. But that was gone within the first day.
Sold
But
out already.
yeah, all those people that didn't get that one.
Oh, that was the first print that sold out. Then they have then they have the special edition. That's what we're getting basically, and then they just have Bayonetta 2 by itself. But Bayonetta 2 by itself is the equivalent of $50. It's the same price as Donkey Kong was, so it's a discounted game.
Yeah.
And then you pay the equivalent of a full price game plus what it was Double M told me. It was slightly higher than a normal full price game, which would be $60 for us to get both.
65 for me, because me and Nicholas live in Canada. But I want the cloth. I want the cloth.
I want the cloth.
I want that cloth.
What cloth?
Look, I'm not looking at it from an angle point. It's just like, okay, that's my clean up cloth. No, I want it because I like that kind of stuff. I hang it on my wall.
I see your face
What
there.
cloth are we talking about?
In Japan, when the pre-order bonus was, if you bought it in Japan,
you mean that little towel?
Yeah, I want that cloth, man.
Yeah,
Look at
man,
this
go
cloth.
to the store and buy
It's
a
the
towel and write
perfect-
Bayonetta on it.
No. If it doesn't have Bayonetta 2 on it, it's not the same. Damn it! I want that cloth. I'm not going to use it for anything disgusting. I'm just going to plaster it on my wall.
Sure.
But knowing the Japanese, that's probably its purpose.
Coop, and I see you doing that.
Hey, it's gonna be used for cleaning off dust and cleaning my glasses.
Oh, that is so damn disgusting. Shut up.
What? You don't clean your glasses? Oh wait, you
I
don't,
don't wear glasses.
Exactly.
Dude.
Well, you don't know how it is. These things get foggy and stuff. You don't know.
Maybe I
How
can use it to clean my screen.
Okay, well there you
What
go.
are we talking about?
I have no idea.
On your glasses. What are we talking about? Putting on your glasses?
Please don't answer. Please
Don't answer that.
Don't answer.
No.
But anyways.
So, this game comes out in like 9 days or something like that. So,
You're any damn faster. I'm growing old each day, man. Waiting for this beast.
all right. I don't know. Everyone Derek, I know you're not getting it at launch. And everybody knows I pre-ordered it because I'm giving that one extra copy away. So let's just real quick, everyone, have you pre-ordered it? How are you getting it? You going digital? You going physical? We'll start with Alex.
I got mine pre-ordered months ago, and I'm getting the physical one. The Wii U's hard drive is just not big enough to do all digital yet.
Yeah, that's right. It does
It takes
require
up a lot of room. For
30
that game.
gigs or 20 something between the
something
two.
Crazy. Yeah.
I have a terabyte, so I could do that if I wanted to.
Yeah,
But
once I get one of those hard drives, then I'll start going digital. But I still prefer physical games.
Yeah. It's nice. Once you go digital, you realize it's really nice.
It's convenient. Yeah.
Yeah. Rel, you got the physical copy pre-order, don't you?
Oh yeah, pre-ordered, ready to go.
Bear Hugger?
I got my pre-order. I pre-ordered mine there. Half of it there I paid at the beginning of the month that my GST came in, and I paid the rest of it. And then I also got my lockdown on the Smash Brothers GameCube bundle controller. Thank God I got my hands on that. And just for the record, Coupon, your jack is creeping me the hell out right now, man.
Yo, man, Jack Skellington, don't mess with him. He's cool.
But anyways, I've had my own pre-order,
Okay.
man. But I'm going to be buying it again later on, though, too, as well, digital when I get my hard drive. So.
Okay. How about you, Games?
I pre-ordered it during when they announced the bundle at E3, so I already got that down, paid off full, and I've been waiting ever since. So, yeah, of course I'm getting the physical version.
Coupon.
I got mine on pre-order, paid it off, everything. I'm getting the physical copy.
Cool. And the reason I bring this up because I'm going to go to Derek. He actually knows somebody that manages a GameStop. And I know some other people were saying this, but what did he tell you about mostly Wii U games in general, but specifically like Bayonetta and Smash related to why you want to pre-order these games, especially at GameStop?
Oh, yeah, that he literally only gets enough copies to cover the pre-order. They've hardly got any Bayonetta 2s coming in, and he just said he's trying, but he just can't build up enough hype to get people to pre-order the game. He said Hyrule Warriors, he's had people come in and pick up quite often. At the stores, they got, there's a couple stores over there, and they're only getting like 20 copies of Smash for the Wii U between them.
What?
That's insane.
That's retarded.
They don't send them in for Nintendo games. He said it's a common problem.
He says
For Smash Brothers, though, that's just crazy.
And we have 3 GameStops within 6 miles in a town of 100,000 people. So I think we have too many GameStops, but he's talking combined. And the thing is, he says it's all Nintendo. He's saying that they want more copies, but Nintendo won't give them that, which seems odd to me. But
I'm gonna have to ask about my store when I pick it up because I live in Canada, so their routine is different than it is in the States. So I'm glad you brought that up there, Derek, because I'm gonna ask them that when I go pick up my copy there next Friday. I'm like, how many copies do you guys get? Oh, we got about 50 of them. I'm like, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's funny how they said with Destiny they didn't even have to try and get copies. It's completely overloaded them with copies to be on the shelf.
I honestly think it's because like Nintendo really wants people to download on their eShop because the money actually goes right directly to them.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a possibility, yeah.
That's basically because why do you think when Smash Brothers came out, right? Think about it. Where do they always say, "Oh, download at midnight, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they get more money that way.
Maybe that could be, I think, the reason why they're getting rid of that digital deluxe promotion thing there in December too, as well, is because those numbers are just not being there. You know what I mean? Because everybody wants, I want physical.
Well, they did say.
Me personally, I would have gone digital if I actually had a proper hard drive, which I don't yet. But until I get myself one, it's physical for now.
Though to get digital, like if they offered you $5-10 discount, for instance, then there's more.
Oh well, yeah.
Well,
you
get 10% back.
Well, yeah, for the promotion, but that ends in December.
Yeah, no, which is gonna piss me the hell off because I'm a huge fan of that.
They did say at launch. They did say at launch because I did call about this, because I was like, oh, how do I do this whole digital deluxe thing, right? I called and they said, you don't worry, everything is until 2014, and that's basically when it ends. So they, it's not really they're just choosing. They've been planning this the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then whatever. But still, it's still.
I'm probably gonna switch back to physical once that ends because I'm getting Smash digital because that way I don't ever have to I don't have to get up and switch between Bayonetta and Smash. I can have both. But
I'm downloading it too. Or else I have to wait until freaking GameStop opens the next morning.
Yeah, I would myself.
But you won't be able to get the adapter for the GameCube controller at midnight. Yeah, that's the thing.
In Canada, that one's exclusive to EB Games, which is GameSpot here.
I'm glad I've got my freaking pre-order already on the line.
My GameStop was saying that they was already going to have a midnight release for the Wii U version.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask about that too as well.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it a day early again. So.
Shut up.
See, I wish there was a way that I can reach my hand into my screen and just give you a bitch smack, man.
So I think the point about all this is that I was gonna get to too is Nintendo fans don't usually pre-order games.
Yeah.
If you look at Mario Kart 8 pre-orders were
pretty small, yeah.
300,000, and it does 1.2 million. So that tells you only a quarter of the people pre-ordered. With Bayonetta, I'll compare it to Hyrule Warriors for just America, and I don't know if that's North America or I'm thinking it is.
It is North America, yeah.
It might just be the U.S. though that VG Charts tracks. Hyrule Warriors was at like 45,000 pre-orders, and then the week before it jumped up another 18,000 in that final week. So some people may have heard that that's the best way to ensure you're going to get it. I have not seen. I don't think I've seen Hyrule Warriors in the store. Maybe one copy.
I haven't seen.
I haven't seen it in the store either.
No, I think
every time I go to.
But the funny thing is, I will say this just for the record, is that every time when I do go in my GameStop and I'm looking around at the games that the Wii U has, you hardly ever see too many used copies for like bigger titles. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't see any used copy for 3D World, nothing for
just small
stuff, all the third party like Ass Creed and whatever you want to call it and stuff like that. I didn't even see a used copy of freaking Zombie U, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, because I went to my Best Buy a couple days ago, and basically the whole Wii U section was like destroyed. I'm sorry, like the whole Wii U section there was barely any games to find. There was only like one copy of Hyrule Warriors. There was no copies of 3D World. There was no copies of Mario Kart. It was
At my
crazy.
Best Buy, it's hilarious. They have two sections for Wii U games. One section is like all the new release stuff, so like Mario Kart, Hyrule Warriors, whatever. And then there's like the second section. All it was copies of Zombie U. The whole thing was
really?
just horrible Zombie U. It's so funny.
It's kind of a
Why do you have so much Zombie U?
it's slightly
Yeah, I know.
depressing to go to the stores and see the Wii U section compared to the others.
Yeah, the other ones. It's
Yeah.
not as bad at Best Buy, but when you go to like Walmart or GameStop, it's like all the way tucked in the corner.
Well, my Walmart has the biggest selection of Wii U games of any of the stores.
Mine too.
I'm protesting.
But so we were saying, I was talking about Hyrule Warriors. You know, it had 68,000 pre-orders in the U.S. or in America, and it did 100,000 on its opening 2 days. So that tells you that that was about 70% pre-ordered that particular game, whereas Mario Kart it was a lot less. So
Yeah, well, there's
Bayonetta
the
was-
incentive of getting the costume, right?
yeah, that was a nice incentive that actually got me to
They're gonna try
pre-order.
stuff like that to get the pre-orders up.
Club Nintendo gaining for the win.
And so Bayonetta 2 is sitting at 50,000 with 3 weeks to go. They haven't updated it yet. So I'm thinking this demo coming out, everyone's been positive on it. I haven't heard one person who played the demo and said they didn't like it. So
We love her.
yeah. Unless
was
you're-
there? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we love her.
there's
That
one guy. It was pretty funny.
Man, I want to
So,
pick him up by his freaking collar and give him a boot in the ass.
So I'm hoping for like maybe 120 in the first couple days in the U.S. I mean, that's not huge numbers, but I think that's realistic. Europe, I don't know what's going to happen over there. Though.
They never really show the physical numbers in Europe. They always show like it's almost like a bulletin of like what place they're in. It's like
Yeah, they
Where's
don't
the
really show
numbers?
the actual numbers.
yeah, I don't like the way UK does
But
it.
they did sell out those 15,000 copies of that.
Like within an hour or something.
Yeah, that's sold
Yeah,
out
so
fast.
so I'm expecting this game to like at least like the first initial week. I think it should sell probably maybe almost close around 200,000. I'm looking at roughly around that.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe by the end of the year, maybe close to 400 if we're lucky. Because I know a lot of people are going to be getting it for Christmas or buying it around Christmas time and everything else like that. So hopefully within like by the time next November comes around, hopefully it'll be close to that 1 million mark. That would be nice because I mean, after all, Operation Platinum does not have a set goal range as far as when this this due date is. Even though according to all the haters out there, like it doesn't make 1 million in one
It's
day.
open weekending, yeah.
Yeah, it's open and weekend.
it's
Dr. Trey never
not
ever
small
once came out
focus.
and stated that. He said in its lifetime. So I'm looking at people. I'm like, nice way of paying attention, jack off.
People don't seem to understand that with Nintendo games, they continually sell. It's not
Mhm.
like on the other platforms where it sells for 1 week and then it just completely dies
Yeah,
off.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that because they get a lot of sales in those first week, but it's a different mentality on
Well,
yeah, it is. Yeah.
If you look at Wonderful 101, like within the first month, that was sitting worldwide at like 40,000 or something, like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And now a year later,
almost have 400K now.
last I saw it was just below 300. But I mean, you can't trust all the numbers.
Yeah, because there's no digital downloads included in that too. I know a
Yeah.
lot of people bought that stuff when it went on sale before the actual retail
sale
version
on
went on
the
sale for
eShop,
$30. Yeah.
So I mean, it's probably around 300,000, even if it's slightly less. But that game was sitting at under 50 after the first month. So that tells you that with some price drops, maybe for some people that they thought Wonderful 101 was 60 was too high and 40 was the right price. A lot of people bought it later on. Donkey Kong that started off slow. That's at like 700,000, not including digital.
Was it that high? Yeah.
It was like 670, I think.
Yeah, it's about yeah.
I stopped paying attention at like 300,000 because I was just like, wow, this is pretty low.
Yeah, that's my game of the year currently,
I
but
love that game.
that could change with next Friday or November 21st. We'll see. But so I just want to point this out to anyone that's watching this. I don't know if I have any trolls or haters watching my videos anymore. I used to get a down vote on every video, but I don't anymore. So anyone that's watching this, you know, if you
Bearhard will bring all the trolls. Don't worry.
yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
I just wanted to say that if you have a problem supporting a game, if you watch those previews, seeing the developers talk about how passionate they are about this game, you can tell they love video games.
Yeah.
Just the production value, the music, the control, everything in it was just attention to detail. They made sure everything was perfect. The controls and gameplay were their number one focus. That was the first thing they even talked about before visuals, before anything. They were talking about controls and the gameplay. So if you have a
you don't hear
problem,
that much anymore.
what's that?
You don't hear that much anymore. Now it's always just graphics, graphics.
Yeah,
graphics.
usually.
Resolution and frame rate, resolution and frame rate. It's like, dude, whatever happened to the love of games? What's that? What's that, dude?
I'm gonna mute you. Just kidding. Just you don't have to buy the game or like the genre, but to sit there and bash a game that's made with love and the quality of this game, you're not getting a broken game. You're getting a complete package, all the different costumes, the different weapons, the different some of the costumes add different visuals and different combos, and you're not getting some half-assed game that they're going to try to patch later. And the people that are bashing this game, if you don't realize that, I mean, watch the IGN. They have a X previews. There's about 4 different videos, and they just really show what went into making this game. And if you go out and buy like Assassin's Creed every year, Call of Duty every year, then basically there's no helping you because you don't realize that, yeah, those games are decent. Call of Duty is usually a decent game. Assassin's Creeds aren't terrible, but to just bash a game that's actually doing the right thing, that's what I'm trying to say. They're actually doing the right thing. They're making a quality game, a polished game, and they're not going to try to patch it later or add a bunch of content in DLC to actually complete the story. You're not getting half a story or a quarter of a story, and they're going to charge you for the rest. You know, to not support this, not with your wallets, but just by commenting about all these negative comments, and it's like you're doing it to the wrong game. Take the games that are taking advantage of you and are giving you broken games and incomplete games, and you're paying $60 for the same game every year with like Madden or FIFA. Those are the type of games you should be making a stand against, not a game like this that actually is what gaming's all about. Excellent gameplay and controls, and it's like a fan service with the Nintendo characters and just with everything they've done in this game, and I just don't know how people could not appreciate that. So I just wanted to say that, get it off my chest. I think this is the type of game that we should be expecting from developers, whether it's a first-person shooter or platformer or whatever. We should be expecting this level of quality, and I think that's the bottom line there. So if anyone still wants to hate on it, I mean, I got nothing else to say to you at this point. So that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, there are some questions and comments. I don't know if I want to keep everyone up too late. I might read a couple here real quick. So Tessa says, Bear, that's all fine and well so long as you don't hang the cloth up on your wall after cleaning up your screen.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. Hey, don't worry.
Don't worry. Tessa's.
Yeah, don't worry about that. I'll make sure that I get that stuff to nice clean when I'm done with it. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't even use it to clean my freaking thing. I would just hang it on the wall and be like, look at that beauty.
The thing is, Tessa's pretty big fan of Bayonetta for all the right reasons, so she doesn't have any.
I don't blame her.
She said a good quote, and Coupon, you can chime in here. She says that Bayonetta is sexy enough to turn even straight women gay.
Ooh.
I'll rock it.
Damn.
Automatically on.
I definitely felt a presence somewhere down below.
Oh, made it move is what you're saying?
Hey, I felt a little wiggle.
Here comes the question.
Flapjack asked actually a good question. Do you think the reason the Legend of Korra game, which is made by Platinum Games, isn't coming to the Wii U is due to Nintendo not wanting any distractions from Bayonetta 2? Just wondering. That's actually a good point.
I would have to say
possible.
But I'm gonna have to say no on that, and that is just because Activision.
You could say no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
of
course, Activision will have their hand in there too.
Yeah,
But-
so it's really where, I mean, I could see that because Bayonetta 2 is basically gonna outshine that because that's a game that we've been waiting for.
And it's a
months,
similar
years.
combat system. I mean,
Yeah.
it's the same
Bayonetta-
company.
I would get both.
Main team, where the Korra game is kind of, I wouldn't say their bottom team or something, but it's like their lower team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nintendo doesn't want to have that kind of competition on their system, right? They
They don't
probably
want to
got
have
offered
another
it.
similar game cannibalizing their own sales.
Exactly, yeah. They probably got offered it. Nintendo was like, well, when are you guys planning on release? Well, we're releasing it in November. It's like, well, we got Bayonetta coming out. No. You know, because we don't want a
It's
confliction.
actually
We don't
coming
want
out in
that
October, I
competition.
think, this month.
Oh,
Yeah, it's coming out October 21st.
Probably the 21st.
Yeah,
What?
21st.
So
It's
yeah,
all at the same time.
I think,
So it's on everything but Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on everything but we.
Okay, I'll get on Xbox later.
but it definitely is a good point, which I had never thought of. That maybe that would be kind of a conflict of two
Yeah.
games,
Yeah.
basically trying to do the same thing. So maybe there is something to that. But
Hey man, if they ever decide to release it later, I'm still getting it. Frick.
if it's a good game, I definitely wouldn't mind having it.
I don't even know what the hell Legend of Korra is, so I don't know that.
Well,
Whatever.
shut up.
That's really what it's made for. Is just like the fans that
It's
have
for
been watching.
fans and for that
The
show.
fans
Yeah.
are game.
Well, I know.
Bear
so it's
Hugger's
based
just
on
not
the cartoons or
cool,
whatever.
is what he's
It's
saying.
Yeah, he's just not
spin-off show
cool.
from Avatar.
Wait, who? I'm not?
Yeah,
No,
if you don't know
no.
Legend of Korra, you just lost. a
You're
few
not
points.
cool. You're
Well, I don't know. I'm not really. I'm
Street creds are gone.
still trying to get myself into watching freaking
No,
Naruto.
don't
so
talk.
whatever.
Your street creds are gone.
I don't even have street credits. I don't even go on the streets.
This is a
I have
good
house
comment.
credits, man.
Grayson Young made a good comment. He thinks Bayonetta should have a dark pit costume because of the angel demon theme in
We
the
need a
game.
Palutena.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
Palutena.
Palutena then.
Either way, the Link one works for her.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true. That
true.
is true.
That's
Yeah,
very
so,
true.
dark pit or an actual just a regular pit would actually be pretty interesting.
That's
Of course,
actually
you know, wearing a
good
skirt,
idea.
you see your thong. Oh yeah. I mean, what?
Settle down.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know he's not talking, but I know Rel's thinking the same as Bear Hugger basically on everything here. With
Hey, I'm just.
Hey, you know I am, man. I'm just trying to keep it G-rated. You know, we gotta roll here, man.
Hey, I'm
You
keeping
got
it
some
G
people they don't care. They just expressing it, letting it out. I understand. Do your thing, man.
Rel, I mean, you
Believe
shared
me, you
some
don't want me to
screenshots.
express my true feelings for this game. Trust me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Don't hold back, Bear Hugger. Rel shared some screenshots. He's a fan. Don't let him fool you.
Yeah. I got some shots.
He's keeping that stuff on the down low.
I know. When he first played that beta, the demo, he freaking when the first shot we see is a freaking butt. So
Didn't we not all do that?
Yep,
Mhm.
that went straight
Okay,
to
so there
the
you
Wii
go.
U share.
We're all guilty of that. I have my little secret stash of pictures that I took from the demo on my imagers over there.
that is great to know, sir.
Oh, it is fantastic,
I
man.
love when she runs her hands up her sides.
Yeah,
like,
that pulls her
Dude,
guts
yeah.
up.
Why did you have to say that? Like, dude. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing.
Che Reese commented that he's finally got to watch one of my live shows. Awesome. So Che, I've never seen you comment before, but thanks for watching. I'm glad you could watch this live. I hope it's entertaining for you. This is a little bit different than my normal Juices Loose episodes, so we're just kind of letting it hang out, as a Bear Hugger is anyway. He's letting it hang out.
Not literally.
We just can't see. We just can't see because you don't have his. mic.
That's why the camera's off.
I don't have anything hanging out right now. It's tucked away, just sitting there chilling. It's like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, shut up.
Oh,
I
you're
don't want to know.
There's so much information there.
I'm sorry, Kirby. I don't mean to be.
You said tuck.
I'm
and
just
you
trying to be funny, man.
I'm thinking of Silence of the Lambs when you said tuck. If you've seen that movie.
Oh God.
So
man,
Tony Coran says that Bayonetta 2 is number 2 on Amazon's best.
Excellent.
seller.
Oh wow, it jumped up.
Excellent.
It was number 7 at the
Yeah, it was 7. Yeah, it was number 7 this morning. Yeah, it was 7.
I'm gonna make the prediction, like I said earlier. I think this demo's gonna shoot the pre-orders up just significantly. I think.
Yeah, the demo and also all these crazy good reviews.
That too.
It's been shooting up like crazy recently.
I've
It's
actually
awesome.
have been seeing the multiplayer for this game. It is really fun.
Oh,
I
God.
have to
Cool.
say,
I like the
Yeah,
idea
man.
of the gambling bit of it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the cool thing that I'm really excited for is the gambling aspect because I'm.
And the
Gonna
thing
have
is,
fun
you do
with
get to
crap out of
play-
Rosa.
And the thing is, you do get to play as more characters. I won't say.
Sean
but-
and Ronan.
Yeah. All right, fine. You say.
Spoiler!
But
They showed it in the direct.
Yeah,
If
they
you
did.
don't know, you haven't been
Oh,
paying
Zahn.
No,
yeah.
no,
all
there's
right.
other
No,
characters.
John.
Also
John
show
wrote.
off too as
Yeah,
well.
Sean
recently threw
and Ronan.
screenshots
I showed them
and stuff,
already.
Yeah, so stuff.
No, but there's other characters.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know
Yeah.
those yet.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a Bayonetta full site just went live today. I
Yeah, yeah.
Tony commented on that. So, yeah, that's. I mean, there's a few comments on here. I think we're at our 90-minute mark here. So, are we past 90 minutes? No, we're at just under 90 minutes. So, Tessa said The Legend of Korra is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shun
You
the
see, now I'm
non-believer.
gonna have to watch the freaking show.
Well, have you seen Avatar: The Last
My street
Airbender?
cred.
Shun the
Don't have more-
non-believer. Shun him.
Well, okay, fine.
from
Fair,
this
no,
earth.
I'll take that. I'll take that to heart. Yeah, I know. Fine. I will get around to watching it. I mean, I
Don't
may
be
not have the
fooled.
street smarts, but I sure got the fridge smarts. So that's besides the point.
Don't be fooled by its kitty aesthetic. It's got
Trust
Oh
me.
no! I
Trust
saw
me.
the animation. The animation just looks stunning.
Trust
so
me,
I'll
it's
definitely
just-
check it out. Yeah,
Trust
definitely.
me, if this was not with Nickelodeon, it would have been way better.
I
Trust me.
don't give a
Still
shit.
good.
Nickelodeon makes some good stuff.
It's still good. Trust me, it's still good.
Yeah,
but it would
I'll
have
check
been
it out
way
for sure. I'll check it. Like, do I have to watch Avatar first? No, right?
No.
Yeah,
Oh, good.
You don't
Then, yeah,
have
then I'll
to,
watch
but
that. Yeah, I'll watch. No problem. Not a problem.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is way better, but in my
I haven't
opinion.
even seen it yet, so
You have
okay,
to.
well, then, yeah,
but you have
You
to
haven't
definitely
seen the
check it
original
out.
series?
no.
Oh my
I
God.
haven't seen
Oh my
it.
god.
And she tells me I
Oh
lose
my
my.
god.
That's my favorite.
Just to everybody, you have to watch the first series
No,
in order
you
to
don't.
understand the second one. Yes, you do.
No,
Deal
you
with it.
don't. 'Cause
You're gonna be blown away by. Well, the animation sucks in season 1. It was
Yeah,
blurry and stuff, but it gets better.
It really does.
But there's just so much nostalgia and so many little things that they in the new series that they kind of it's for the fans of the original. There's a lot of throwbacks to that. So I'm gonna throw a question to Derek because I know he wants to talk about this game. He asked, "How is Yoshi and Falco in Smash?"
Oh, who asked?
Grayson Young, our buddy Gray from the tournament.
Oh, well, I think everyone who's played Smash can say that Yoshi got pretty ramped up. He's pretty competitive now. I guess touched on a few things. His egg roll is a lot better than it ever was. It's pretty hard to knock someone out of that, whereas before you could just flick someone away. It wasn't a big deal. The joke is that a lot of the characters got a lot better. Falco, I feel like a lot of his moves got kind of almost amped down, but I'm sure I'm wrong there. Because I really liked him before, and I'm struggling with him a lot more now. But I'm sure someone else sees it in a completely different light. Same with Ganondorf. Everyone's screaming about Ganondorf being so much better, but I cannot use him the way I used to.
Yeah, he's definitely got some powerful attacks, though. He's just slow. So with Smash, I know you wanted to bring up Smash a little bit. We're gonna try to do some kind of unofficial tournament. Obviously off air because we don't have there's no capture card for a 3DS, or there is, but it's expensive and stuff. So I just want to throw that out there. I mean, I don't want it to be like 50 people or anything, but it'd be nice to have like 10 people. We'll just kind of do a little bracket or something, maybe Friday night or Saturday night for those of you that have Smash on the 3DS, and we'll have to exchange friend codes and stuff.
Sad face for me.
Sorry, Bear Hugger. As soon as we started talking about it, I remembered.
I feel your sympathy.
So I want to kind of do that. Remember the tournament this Wednesday. It's no items again. Starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Coupon, I'd like to see you get better than 20th and maybe race more than one race. Unless you race 5 races, you got last place every time. I just assumed you raced once.
I raced like one other time but got booted out, so I was just like, I'll come back later, and I forgot to.
Had a headache.
Yeah, fun time.
So yeah, I guess we'll go through outros. Anybody have any final thoughts or any last words on Bayonetta, and then we'll end this. So Alex, Active Sin, why don't you go ahead, give your sign off.
Thanks for letting me on the Juices Loose. This is a lot of fun. If you have a Wii U, I highly suggest that you pick up Bayonetta 2. 2 games for the price of 1, and we know it's 2 quality games. It's hard to argue with that.
Excellent. How about you, ASAP?
Thanks for having me. It was good meeting all the cats up in here. I think I've talked to Megan like once before. We played Smash together. Coupon, I seen some of her videos because Juice liked them on Google Plus, and Bear Hugger. I've seen Alex too from Juice too, and Bear Hugger is just off the hook, man. He's hilarious. But
Thank you.
yeah, go get Bayonetta, man. It's a good value. You're getting the first and the second one, man, and the demo's awesome, so you won't be disappointed.
Sweet. Bear Hugger.
Oh yeah, thanks for having me. I think this is actually my first episode I've done with you, actually.
Yeah, I've been on ones with you, but just for you on. So thanks for coming on. And
Yeah, no, well, hey, thanks for having me, because I thought you guys were going to have enough room, because, I mean, I take up 2 spaces, but whatever. But thank you very much for having me, even though I seem to be, I've made some mortal enemies about the whole entire core shenanigans, but no, I will get around to watching that, I promise. I will. In fact, I'll even review the first episode, just to prove you guys that I'm watching it. But yeah, I have some content coming out the next couple of days, look forward to that, and but yeah, again, thanks for having me. I really appreciate being on here. I had a lot of fun.
all right, so yeah, this was a good time. Derek, why don't you give a sign off or in your closing thoughts here?
Okay, well, it was good to talk to some new people. I enjoy doing these every once in a while with Juice whenever I get the opportunity. Regarding, you kind of commented earlier about not wanting to sound like fanboys, but I think, fangirls even, as the case is. But, we really aren't, because we're not a bunch of people here sitting saying that we love it just because it's on Nintendo. In fact, we've been the opposite, that we are just proud out there doing this game, and that they're doing it right. We have the same respect, I think, that we would for the Master Chief Collection, where they're putting all this effort into making a quality game. And that's what I want to really focus on here, is that this game, regardless of what system is going on, they're putting some love into it. They're giving you all the content. It's definitely what you want to support. Even I'm going to support it. I do not like that genre, but it was fun. You could feel the quality just in the demo. Everyone's got to try that out.
Yeah, I'm glad you
Absolutely.
brought up the Master Chief Collection, because I've yet to hear somebody say anything bad about the Master Chief Collection. Even the Nintendo fans, even the diehard Nintendo fans I know, still respect what they did with that game, what they're doing with.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the games.
Fantastic collection.
Yeah, and we play. A lot of people played all the games already, but they're not just slapping it together and trying to sell it to us. No, they're really putting some effort. What do you got, a Master Chief helmet there?
Yeah.
And the best thing is, though, is it's on one disc. You don't have 4 separate discs, and then that's it. It's all collaboration on one disc. Yeah,
you really can't lose.
It's a very, very genius concept. I love the way Microsoft is doing this, or 343 Industries is doing this. That's how collection should definitely be.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that idea.
And they're completely reworking the second game, because a lot of people think that's the best one.
Yeah,
and it has the original online. You can just play that, and I guess it's the original online experience. They didn't alter anything.
Yep.
So, or you can play all the maps all in one. So I think that's a good point. I'm glad you brought it up, Derek. I mean, I've said this before, and I know it sounds like fanboy stuff to say, but I think Nintendo fans, if you're a Nintendo fan, you've already there's no barriers. There's no, oh, I won't play that game because of that or anything. We love gaming, and to be a Nintendo fan, I think you have to really just love gaming at its core. So you don't have these boundaries and these walls we put up. Like some people, oh, I won't play that game, it's too kiddie, I won't play it, it's not rated mature, it's not a shooter, it doesn't have an epic story. Like, we don't have those boundaries, and I don't want to sound like smug or whatever, or superior, but it's just the fact of the matter is, if you can sit there and play Yoshi's Woolly World and be completely happy, then there's no boundaries. So that's just a point I wanted to make. But with that being said, Mega or Games, why don't you give your sign off and your final thoughts?
All right, well, it's been great talking with everybody. Thanks for having me. And my final thoughts, guys, just go buy it. What more can we say? Just go. Just go. Go right now. Go right now. Go on Amazon, something like that, pre-order right now. But yeah, so it's been great to talk about Bayonetta. Can't wait for the freaking game. And for all the guys that love Korra, don't forget we do our little reviews. So don't worry about that. And shut the non-believer. So yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Dick.
Yeah, we do the reviews. We've been doing them on Saturdays about 7 o'clock. So we'll look for that for the Korra fans. And I've enjoyed doing those so far. So looking forward to the next one in the next episode. So Coupon. First time having a female guest on my Juice is Loose. Thank you for joining me. What's your closing thoughts and give us your sign off?
Thanks for having me. just basically, if someone like me who wants to get to a game can buy an Xbox to get to Sunset Overdrive, and that's probably the only game I'm going to get for the time being, you can go ahead and get yourself a Wii U to get to Bayonetta and all the other games that came before it because it has games now. So quit crying, quit BSing, just go out and get to your games because they're there. All platforms have something to give. Stop BSing about it. And that's pretty much all I have to say. So thanks for having me.
All right. Well, thanks for being on here, and thanks to everyone who's watched this whole time. We've had a good amount of viewers and all the questions. I didn't get to them all. Didn't read all the comments, but I mean, I read them. I just didn't read them on air. So appreciate everyone who participated, and yeah, thanks you guys for being on here. And yeah, it was a good time. I really enjoyed the kind of the open discussion we had. About halfway, we kind of it just became its own thing, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you guys, and we'll end it here, and we'll see you on the next video.